Hey guys, today in our beginner ballet series, I want to talk about the basic arm positions in ballet. So port-de-bras, which is translated the carriage of your arms, involves many things, right? There's lots of nuances and different layers of port-de-bras. But for today, we're going to stick with the basic positions. Now, just as with everything in ballet, there's many different techniques here, and there will be little differences throughout the different schools of thought on ballet of exactly where your arms should be. But I'm going to teach you the way that I teach my students. So let's start with talking about something that across the board is true in every position, and that's that you want to have a really wide, open chest. Wide across your collarbones, your shoulders are down and relaxed. A lot of times in these positions, we might want to hold the tension up in our shoulders and in our neck, but you really want to think about relaxing through here and pulling your shoulder blades down and back so you have a wide, flat back. So your shoulder blades aren't pinched, but they're actually going out on the diagonal down into your lower back. And all of these positions will feel really strong and locked into place. All right, so we're going to start with our arms down. And I call this position bras-bas, but it's also called en-bas, and some people will also refer to it as preparatory position. So this is your base, right? This is a good starting position. A lot of things start from here with a little breath and then come through the port-de-bras. Let's talk about this. So your arms are held, your elbows are lifted. Something you want to make sure of is that your elbows are not dropping. This is true in all the positions. Your arms aren't touching your body, a little bit away from your body. And again, you're not back at all. You're not letting your ribs pop open. Those ribs are closed and pulled slightly forward. And then your shoulders are pulled back and down, right? And so our hands are relaxed at the bottom here. I see a lot of times people will stiffen their fingers or close their thumb to their hands. You want to really relax those hands and just have them nice and held in a relaxed position down here. Also, another thing that happens is sometimes it gets a little short, and you can see how it looks kind of boxy. My elbows are making those sharp angles. So you want to elongate that position. We're always looking for length in ballet. You don't want to have your fingers too close, and definitely don't hold your fingers. So a nice rule of thumb is to come directly from your chin straight down, and that's your open en-bas or bras-bas position. Now from here, we're going to lift the arms up, and this is your first position. So like I said at the beginning, there are different schools of thought on this, but I like to have your fingers directly across from the base of your sternum, and they're nice and wide across your collarbones. Your elbows are lifted and not dropped. Your back is engaged, so you really feel that locked in position that if I move my arms, I'm moving my back. And if I move my back, I'm moving my arms. It's not moving separately from each other. The arms are locked into the back. There's space here under my armpits, so I'm not closed in, but I'm open. Again, we don't have the fingers touching. We're just holding them apart. So, like I said, there are different schools of thought. Some people want it as low as your belly button. Some may want it a bit higher. You really just listen to your teacher on that. But all of these principles will remain the same. Open across the chest. Back is down and engaged. Right here under your armpits is engaged. It may look like a really easy, light position, but you should feel quite an arm workout in each of these positions if you're doing them correctly. It's almost as if your muscles are wrapping around and under your arm, like if I had a candy cane, it's going around and around and around. So everything's coming up and in and under. And I'm sure if you've been in any ballet class, you've heard it related to holding a ball or holding a disc, something round, even maybe hugging a tree. So you really want to keep that round length away from your body and not have it coming in where, again, we're getting those sharp angles and elbowy. And you don't want to have it too long, of course. So just nice and round, holding that ball. Now from here, we go to second position. And again, for different people, they may have them, I've had some teachers have me have them really high, I've had some teachers have them lower, and I have it right about in the middle here. And again, you can think about holding a ball, a much bigger ball, maybe like a giant beach ball or something like that. The biggest thing here is to not let those elbows drop, because then you get this nice chicken wing kind of arm. So you really want to feel like there's a string on that elbow, like a, what are those called? A marionette doll, and it's being pulled up by the string, and you're being held. Don't let the shoulder come up. Shoulders down and back. Shoulder is down and back, and the arms are long. So you always want to make sure in second position that your arms are not behind your body, because that's going to make your ribs open and a nice curve happen here that you don't want. So your arms are slightly in front of your body to help you be up and forward. Now, something that I always tell my students is that it should be as if a raindrop fell on your shoulder. The raindrop should roll down to your elbow and then down to your wrist and right off your finger, right? So there's a little bit of a slope happening here, and you can see how a marble or a raindrop would just roll right off. Now, from second position, let's go ahead and push the arms up to your fifth position. So in fifth position, again, your arms are long and extended, so you have that expansion, and it's not coming down and getting short and elbowy. Fingers are relaxed, not held, same thing, right? We're not holding our fingers. They're just about from your chin up. And the elbows are back and away from your face. If you let your elbows come in, you're really shadowing your face, you're really hiding it, and you're not giving that nice expansive shape. Again, we are wide through the collarbones, your chin is up, you have that long neck. Something that happens a lot in fifth position is people have it back here by your ears. And really, your fifth position should be a little bit in front of you. Yeah, so I always tell my students, if you were to look directly forward, don't look up with your chin, but keep your chin level, and you just glance up with your eyes, you should be able to see your pinky fingers wiggling. So if they're way back here, you're not going to be able to see your fingers. But if you have them slightly in front of you, you will be able to see those fingers, and that's how you know you're in the correct position. Now from second position, if you bring one arm into first position, this is third. And I also refer to this as low third, more on that in a second. But you can go either way, right? And you have that long arm in second, rounded arm in first. Again, here you want to make sure that you're not getting too elbowy. There's length in the arms. Arm is across from the sternum. Now, if we take the arm that's in first and bring it up to a fifth position, I call this third on O, or third high. Some people will refer to this as fourth position, and that's where it gets a little bit confusing, but just follow your teacher's lead. Either way, you have your arm in a nice long fifth position above your head, and the other arm is in a nice long second position. Now, bringing that arm that's in second across to first, so you have one arm in fifth and one arm in first. This is what I refer to as fourth position, right? So again, length, shoulders down and wide, back is down and wide. We have length in both arms. We're not getting boxy. We're not getting our tension up by our ears. We have that long neck and presentation in the chest. So that's just a really super quick overview. Like I said, there's so many layers to port de bras, and I'd love to do more videos that really expand on all the topics of your head and all the different arm positions. There's so many variations. But I hope this was helpful to you. If it was, please click the like button. And if you're not a subscriber yet, I would love to have you as a subscriber. If you have any questions or comments, leave those in the comments below. I really do love to hear from you guys.